What is going on, guys? It's your boy Turk here, making another video. Today we're going to be going over some more tips and tricks on DE Cache. This is one of my favorite maps. I didn't like it till just recently, but it is one of my now big-time favorites. Also, guys, I want to say I am very, very, very sorry for not recording lately. I'm very sorry for that. But first things first, I always come over here and I do the Fanatic Smoke. Basically, it's a smoke here. You're going to go about 2 or 3 over. And you'll get another teammate to throw a smoke like this. And just like these positions right here, guys. And then what we'll do is we're going to take a smoke and go straight over like this. And these smokes, they kind of land together. But it's basically adding a bigger field of smoke. And it keeps it there longer. And its main job is to block off truck, which is a really good thing, especially if you're going to do an A push. Now what I'll do is typically once those smokes are popped, I'll have those 2 other guys rotate through A main, and I'll have one guy go squeaky, and yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take a smoke, or a flash, my bad, and fail? What? I don't know why that just popped up. That is completely weird. Let's try that again. Let's do it. And you basically going to do a quick pop flash and shut the door. Open the door up, and his main job is when that flash goes off is to clear highway, quad, and the corner of quad. And then he can go and do a main as well right here, like on the actual bomb site. And then he can Molotov it, truck, to keep people from coming truck, and that is a fail. Let's try that again. And a fail again. I don't think I was much better the first or second time. You try to get this position on this Molotov just right, and basically you want to be able to Molotov off that truck just to keep people from pushing you from there, and that's one of the best ways I have figured out on how to do it. So yeah. Now, and then I'll have one guy sit quad, and typically he's going to sit there and watch highway. I'll have a guy come up over here on forklift, and he's going to kind of jump up here, and he's going to sit right here, crouched, and he's just going to watch truck. And he's just going to play truck, just like this. And if need be, if quad guy goes down, there's one highway, he can shoot him like that if he's there. Or he can come around and kind of see the long side of highway. And if they're not there and they're below him, he can drop down and give him a little bit of a scare surprise type deal. And then I'll have one guy come over here and play this ladder, watching our flank. Making sure no CTs are flanked from B to here. And so yeah, it's typically what I would do when it comes to A main, or holding a bomb site. Now, typically what I'll do is I'll have those guys go mid, and typically what I do is I'm kind of like a lurker. That's kind of my position on Into and G. I'm kind of the opper slash lurker slash entry fragger. I can be any of the 3. I'll typically throw a flash like this, and it'll flash anybody in the generic area like over here. And basically once I've popped that, I'm going to check checkered really well. And I'll toss a smoke like this. And I'll hop up on boxes, giving me enough cover. I'll look over boxes, make sure nobody's on blue. Check out tree room, make sure nobody's in tree room. And then what I'll do is I'll move on to headshot, boxes, and maybe back a bomb site. Now, fail again, guys. My nades are off today. Typically what I would do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to go just like that. I'm going to hit it off that box onto the bomb site. And then I'll push out like this, kind of carefully peeking back of the bomb site. And then I'll come around blue and I'll try to get the guy right in this right in the corner. And then if we're going to go B, then that's what I'll do. We'll just kind of sit here on B, and I'll have one guy go here. And then he'll basically watch, he can peek this if need be. But typically I want to set up a crossfire situation, so he's kind of going to be watching here. Like, that's going to be his main job. I'll have one guy bomb the site, or back a bomb site, and basically he's going to play either tree room, or he can play up in heaven. And then I'll have one guy go over here on headshot, and he's going to play like this, and he's just going to watch this corner as well. And then I'll have this guy, he can either watch heaven, or he can watch tree room, whichever one he feels more comfortable with. Typically, I'd rather have that guy watch tree room and him watch heaven, like this. Now, another thing that you could do is, if I'm not going to hold B bomb site and I'm just going to push up, what I'll do is I'll jump in this corner right here, take out anybody truck on going to A main, and then what I'll do is I'm going to come over, and instead of going up to the truck to A main, I'll just kind of come mid and I'll kind of peek around, make sure nobody's coming, and then typically I'll Molotov A and fail. My gosh, guys, my nades are just off today. Let's try that again, and oh my god, somebody help me. I can't do it. I'm broken. I need help. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Well, I can help. I can't throw grenades. Somebody throw them for me. Just trying to get a bomb or a Molotov here, and I still fail. So basically, you're gonna try to get one on A main. It's kind of hard. It's kind of weird. But if you can do it, you can do it. And then I'll come up here, and gonna change my FPS, guys, just to give you guys a little bit of a better experience, because it's really super high, and then it causes issues with recording. So now if we're going T side and we're gonna do a mid push, basically I'll take a smoking nade over like this, and that's typically either gonna go into garage or right in front of it, and that gives us the perfect advantage to decide which way we want to go. If there's a lot of guys mid, then we'll go A, or if there's a lot of guys mid, we'll rotate back to B. And then if they're more B side, then we'll rotate A. I mean, it's common sense. I'll have a guy throw a Molotov in there just to make sure nobody's there. We'll fake vents pretty well. You know, just kind of try to pop it off. You know, pop off vents. And then we'll make our decision if we're going to go A or B at this point. Typically we go A if they're B and B if they're A. So, I mean, it's common sense if you guys have played CSGO for a while. Now, if I'm going to take out truck, what I'll do is I'll play it like this. I'm going to come in, take out truck, and then I'll move to different angles on truck like this, just in case there's one in different positions. And then typically, once the bomb is planted, I'll watch here. This is another good spot if you can hold down that, hold down the rotation from B to A. Now, let's go on to CT sides of things. Now that we've gotten most of the T stuff out of the way, there's not much T side that I like to do. Typically when I'm CT sided, I'm more of a T sided player, but I'll play CT. Or, yeah, I'm more T sided, but I'll play CT. Now, typically when I'm playing mid from CT, if I'm not using an op, I'll kind of sit in this area and kind of just shoulder peek. And then if they are there, I'll do like some fake peeks and peeks. And then you can actually shoot through this box. And, sometimes it'll hit them, sometimes it won't. But that's just a cool little thing you can do. Now, if I'm not gonna hold mid and I'm gonna go A, typically what I'll do is I'm gonna B hop over here, and then I'm gonna hop over onto here, and then I'll go here, and I'll either watch mid. If need be, if there's already a guy watching squeaky. If there's not, what I'll do is I'll throw a smoke just to keep anybody pushing off. And that was a terrible smoke. Again with the nades, guys. I don't know what is up with my nades or my aim this week. It's just off. I haven't played in a while. Now, typically once I pop smoke, my main job is to watch squeaky. So I'll be sitting here squeaky. Another cool spot you can do is you can jump up here, get on this rail, jump over here on red, come right here, and if you can aim yourself right, you can get up on top of quad. And another thing, never jump on top of the lamppost. You're a wide-ass open target, and the only thing you can do for safety is to drop down. Not a bright idea, definitely not smart. Don't do it. always stay on top of quad if you're gonna do that. And then if you are on top of quad, I'll just demonstrate what you do. I'll jump over here like this, and I fail. Typically, I'll get up here on quad, and what I'll do is I'll take a smoke, and I'm going to throw it right here at this metal bar so it doesn't go down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-fire down onto a bomb site in case I hear the plant go off. If team's going in for the plant, they're right there, you're right there. You have perfect line of sight to them. But the really best thing you can do is Molotov it, because when you throw a Molotov from quad, it'll come out and it does that. It covers the whole bomb site, so I don't have to worry about people planting. Now, if we go B, typically what I'll do B is I'll pull out a flash. I'm gonna do a flash like this.
I'm throwing a flashback.
And it's gonna get anybody under me as well as in front of me. And then what I'll do is if I know nobody's there behind headshot, I'll throw a smoke if they're not there yet. And what I'll do is I'll move into position. Now typically I'll play right here, or I'll move in like this and I'll kind of peek over this box. Jumping's really not the best idea, but typically most of these players I see these days don't really use sound as much. Or it feels like they don't anyways. I get so many kills that my jaw drops. But typically what you can do, another thing is you can shoot through this. You can shoot all up into this box and get anybody trying to get on top of boxes. You know, or you can, you know, keep your corners a little bit more and peek through the box on a different angle, and you can actually shoot more towards toxic and stuff. So you can actually shoot through the box, and if you have pretty good aim, but you can't shoot through it well. But you can possibly damage somebody or get a kill. And with doing things like this, your main job really isn't surviving. It's more of trying to hold off a push as long as possible. Another cool thing is if you don't want to do that, if you have a Molotov or a grenade or smoke or anything you can do to, you know, keep them from coming. Anything to keep them from coming is going to be at your advantage, and it's going to give you a key to holding them off of a bomb site. Now, if you have 2 guys go B, 2 guys go A, and 1 in mid from CT side and stuff, and they do things like this, you're delaying them in a way that they're not going to be able to push a bomb site or get onto a bomb site if you can get some pretty good shooters. Great things, you know, and it's a really good thing to do. I like doing it. Now, typically another thing I'll do is watch events like that, and I'll just typically throw a Molotov and move on to site. And when I'm waiting for them to come B, I'll have one guy here doing this. I'll have one guy headshot. He's gonna be doing basically the exact same thing, just in a different group. And you know, that's how we'll typically try to hold off bomb site. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.